It's the second to last overall power rankings of the year for all these teams, guys. Let's go. NFL Week 18 power rankings, and it's the last week of the regular season. Second to last power rankings. Of course, we'll do one going into the playoffs. But with all that said, let's get right into it. Again, NFL Week 18 power rankings. And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Fun NFL. Of course, please like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the NFL Week. What is it called? 18 power rankings. Of course, we have all the teams to go through for the second to last time. Obviously, next week will be our last full team power rankings. Before, of course, we get into who the heck's most likely to win the Super Bowl in terms of teams that will be in the playoffs. Obviously, predictions and all this other hunk of junk. Obviously, though, big update, guys. Thursday, Friday, no vids because again, there's nothing really going on. Of course, later in towards the conference championship, we'll start talking about the draft and some prospects. But the season hasn't even ended, so again, breaking down some film, it's kind of ridiculous considering Washington and Michigan have some big time prospects on their teams. I have some other guys, but yeah, without that running too much into that, of course we'll get into that later as we get towards the offseason. We have again a huge slate of teams. Okay, of course we'll go through the playoff picture as we go. But with all that said, let's go right into again 1 through 32. Oh, Rams are first. Yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, and with the Rams first, I'll slide them in right at number 10. I think that's perfect for them. Obviously, the reason they're at 10 is not because of their performance last week. Trust me, that they did not play that well. We almost lost to the Giants. It was not good. Thank you, Mason Crosby. Thank you, Tyrod Taylor, for making just about the most poorly executed pass I've seen in NFL history. Those such bad people in conversion. But we did clinch a playoff spot, and we should rest up against the Niners. Again, Matt Stafford won't be starting, which I'm not, again, I don't want him getting hurt and all, but, guys, we don't want the same thing to happen since 2017. Of course, the other time Sean McVay did have a reason for benching his starters, resting his starters, was in 2017, and we looked awful against the Falcons in the wild card round. And, yeah, that was his first playoff game. Don't want to have that happen again. So, either have all your guys go, or don't have all your guys go. I don't know. Matt Stafford's not starting. He didn't look great in this game either, so I'm a little concerned about that. Not too concerned, but just a little bit. And of course, Rams are in the 6th seed. They can't go to the 7th seed if they lose to the Niners, which is basically a backup bowl. While the Packers just, I don't even know. They just can't sell. Simple as that. But yeah, the Rams are number 10. All right, Vikings. I'll put the Vikings at 23. Yeah, 22. No, 23. Yeah, I'll keep them here for now. The Vikings looked awful against the Packers. Obviously, it's been a rough year for them. Jaron Hall was not the answer, of course. I scouted him a lot, and yeah, he again, I liked some of his deep balls, but guys, he's just not an NFL caliber quarterback, and you saw that. Got benched at half. Nick Mullins came in and didn't do too much. They ended up losing 33-10 in a blowout loss, basically shattering their playoff chances. They need the Saints, Seahawks, and Packers all to lose to make the playoffs, which is ridiculous. So, and they need to win too against an angry Lions team. So, the likelihood of that happening is not likely at all, but I'll tell you what, if they did have Kirk Cousins for those last 8 games, this team would have won the NFC North, and I would probably say would have challenged the Niners for the 1 seed. That's how bullish I will be on them next season if Kirk Cousins comes back and is not having any repercussions from that Achilles injury, because, yeah, that Vikings defense looked awesome this year, guys. Again, tough year. You're not technically out of it just yet, but, yeah. Tough year for you guys, but trust me, next year you're gonna get a lot of hype from me. I like your. Again, if you don't botch the draft or lose a ton of guys, you should be fine. Giants, 26. They're a bad football team. They played well against the Rams, really well, but guys, they still lost the game. Again, I watched it around. Yeah, that's a bad football team for the Giants. Again, not terrible. They're just not good. They botched a lot of opportunities. Obviously, their kicker and Tyrod Taylor sold hard. Obviously, not like that, but still, of course, the 80-yard touchdown to Darius Slayton, some big plays over the middle as well. Again, they had some big plays how this offense rolls, I guess, right now. Saquon didn't look particularly consistent either. Again, it's been a kind of rough year overall for this Giants team. It's gone a complete disaster. They're 5-11 on the season. Who knows, though? They can still beat the Eagles at home. I wouldn't put that out of the question. Again, this Giants team looked really good against the Rams, and the Rams playing a lot better than the Eagles are right now. So, I guess good job, Giants, but yeah, you're still a bad football team. Bears, 17. I think they're going to beat the Packers. I think they're going to knock them out of the playoffs, too. I really think that. I'm really happy that the Bears are doing this, because not only do they have the number 1 pick, which they will probably trade for some, I don't even know. They got to trade for someone and they get another edge rusher. I don't know, Brian Burns, Josh Allen maybe. But you got to trade that number 1 pick for something. You got to get a haul for that number 1 pick. If I'm on Bears, that's what I'm doing. Because again, you got to keep Justin Fields after the way he's played again this season. I get the fact that he's inconsistent. He's still not developed yet. I get that, but guys, again, you already have your quarterback. You don't need Caleb Williams. Again, I said last week, you kind of need him. Trust me. After what he did processing the field last week, it was a different Justin Fields last week. Again, it was 1 week, I get that. But looking back at it through the rest of the season, he's gotten a lot more consistent as the year's gone on. He's improved a lot too. If they're able to go in Lambeau and shock the Packers, this Bears team is going to be one you don't want to mess with next year. All right, Niners, they're going to go at 2. They look like kind of their old selves. Again, they're going to rest their starters in Week 18. They're a little banged up. They got to figure out ways to get Brock Purdy into better situations early, though. Because, again, he's past 2 weeks, he's looked a little off to start the games. Again, that's what they need to do with him. Obviously, this defense needs to get a little more oomph, get a little more pumped. Because, again, if they don't have that for the divisional round, maybe these guys will come. Whatever, though. The Niners will go at 2 because, again, they got clinched to 1 seed. And, yeah, they're really good. Commanders, 31. I was gonna put them at 32, but then again, like, yeah, there's this team, but yeah, the Commanders are pretty awful, guys. It's been a rough year. All things said, again, they have the number 2 pick right now. Best thing they can do is get blown out by the Cowboys next week. Have Sam Hall be their backup next year. Jacoby Brissett, maybe, I don't even know. They'll do something with that. More than likely, they'll look at Caleb Williams or something like that. Caleb Williams, Drake May, one of those guys to be your quarterback. I don't know as much though about Drake May. I don't know if he fits that system as well. We'll see though. Maybe Eric Bieniemy will want to do something with him. He's probably the only guy staying. Eric Bieniemy is the only guy probably staying with that Commanders team because I don't know how the hell he got the offense to look so good for the first half of the season. Meanwhile, this Texans team, I will probably put them at 12. Again, they're in a very good spot, prime spot to make the playoffs. The only issue I have with them is obviously, again, the consistency. CJ Stroud, this offense, are they able to step up in the big moment? Again, they have been able to do that the whole season, but again, since he's come back, again, he only came back 1 game, so don't know too much there. We'll see if they're tested, and this defense does give me a couple concerns in that secondary because they are wildly inconsistent in terms of their coverage. So if they can get better there, they should be fine, but I'll put them at 12 for now. Seahawks, 18. Again, they have a better chance to make the playoffs than obviously the Bears, who are eliminated. But you know what? I'll actually put the Seahawks at 16. Yeah, no, 18. Seahawks have been a massive disappointment this year, guys. It's been a rough year, all things said. Obviously, they choked their way out of the playoffs. They need some stuff to happen. Obviously, just need the Packers to lose, and then if they are not able to take care of business against the Cardinals, they are in the playoffs. But don't count this team to do much of anything this year in the postseason. But you never know. Saints, I'll put the Saints at 16. Again, probably the most inconsistent team in the league. But when they are on, they are dominating teams. Like, it's not, again, Saints are a tough team to beat when they're playing, when they're on. Are they on at all? Like, it's very rare you see them on. But when they are on, they're great. And obviously, again, it's a tough team to beat. So, here's why they're at 16. Obviously, just a very frustrating team to watch. But, again, when they're on, they're really good. And they still have a shot to make it. Again, they just got to beat the Falcons at home, which they have pretty good success with in the past. And obviously, outside of that 1 game in 2019. And then the Bucks just have to, again, not sell, I guess. Whatever. Or sell, in that case. Bengals. 19. It's been a rough year for Cincy. Obviously, Joe Burrow, all this other crap. They did... Again, Jake Browning did do a good enough job for them. Obviously, it was just, again, they got shut out in the second half against the Chiefs, and they are not a playoff football team this year. Patriots, 30, nightmare year for them. Cardinals, 27. I would not want to play the Cardinals right now if I'm the Seahawks. They could definitely spoil some hopes for the Seahawks because they just went into Philly and won, and this offense next year could be really freaking good. Defensively, no, they just won't be. I'm sorry, guys. You got a lot of work to do on that defense, but at least offensively, you should be fine. And that defense did take it to the Eagles against the run. Chargers, 24, I guess. Again, they looked offensively like pretty atrocious against the Broncos, and it's basically a tank ball. But outside of that, I mean, I don't know. Your defense is decent, I guess. I'm actually probably in 25 for now. No, 24. They're not as bad as the Titans. We'll see later, though. Next team, Raiders. 22. The Raiders are fringe terrible. No, I'm joking. The Raiders are fine. Again, they got eliminated. They played not their best game against the Colts, but then again, they're just not that talented of a team right now. Of course, in the offseason, we'll see if they get a quarterback. Again, we'll see what they do. But obviously, first things first, what is it called? Antonio Pierce should be their head coach for a long time. But obviously, they got the Broncos this week. I don't know, spoiled their hopes at getting a winning record on the season. And the Titans, they'll go at 28. No, maybe not. No, they'll go at 28. The Titans are a really bad football team, guys. Defensively, they're just straight up cooked. And obviously, their offense is at, they've gone through it. So, yeah, they're going to go here at 28. Ravens, number 1. Again, they clinched everything. They look like they were in 2019. The only difference is they're actually winning close games, like a lot of them. And Lamar is a lot more matured as a passer. The only difference is they're still going to lose in the second round. In the divisional round, my guess is to the Browns. So, again, hey, playoff predictions. But, yeah, the Ravens, of course, clinched the 1 seed. They are the hottest team in the league, and they are the best team in the NFL as of this moment. Broncos, 21. I mean, again, they've fought this season, but again, it's just been a frustrating year for them. Started 1-5, battled back to just, I don't know, bench their quarterback and say, we're just gonna bench him because again, Sean Payton just hates him, which he does. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do there, but again, Jared Stidham looked decent this week against the Chargers. Again, 16-9 win, nice, but still, yeah, it's been a rough year for them. They're 21. Cowboys, they'll go at 4. I'm not putting, I might put them at 3. You know what? We'll put them at 3 because who the hell else is going to go there? Yeah, the Cowboys are obviously really good. They played well against the what is it called, Lions. I get the fact they didn't play as well as they usually do at home, but that Lions defense stepped up big time against them again. Really, the only thing they did have was big plays, and obviously they were able to get those. Not sustainable. We'll see if they can do better against Commanders, but this defense really stepped up against the run, and that's what they're going to have to do for the rest of the season if they want to have success in the postseason, which they obviously won't. Browns, they'll go at 5. I might put them at 4. I might put them at 4. You know what? I'm screwed. No, I'll put them at 5. Again, they still have a backup quarterbacks. Joe Flacco's been amazing for them, but yeah, he's still a backup. So I'll put them at 5. Obviously, they clinched playoffs. They're going to rest their starters this week. Can this defense carry that momentum into probably Jacksonville? We'll see. That's a big question. But if they're able to, don't count this Browns team out, obviously, because they are scary. Bills, they'll go at 4. No, they'll go at 6. I mean, the Bills didn't look overly impressive, really, at all against the Patriots. But, offensively, they can't look that bad against the Dolphins because they can't afford to. And also, that defense was menacing in many ways against that Patriots team. I like what they're doing there. That's all I got for the Bills, though, because, guys, just beat what is called Dolphins and you're in. But then again, they might not make playoffs because the Steelers win and they lose, and the Steelers are in the playoffs. So yeah, they got some work to do there. But yeah, still they have a pretty good shot at making playoffs. All right, and getting the 2 seed too. Lions, the Lions will go at 4. I get the fact they just got it was really they just got hosed, to be completely honest. They played a good enough game to win that by any means. I was like me shouldn't win for 2 on the 5th time. I get that, but. You can't, again, they got hosed by the officials, yes, but they still lost, obviously. But that's who the Lions are, guys. They're going to just go for it. It's simple as that. That's the team they are. You got to accept it if you're a Lions fan. It backfired in your face, obviously. That's just the truth about it. But it's okay, because that's what you guys are going to be. And a team with an identity is always better off than a team without an identity. Because if you don't have an identity, you're going to lose games. One way or another. It's going to happen at one point or another. That's why every team that's won the Super Bowl has had some sort of identity, whether it's been in the last game of the season or what carried them to it. So, or in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to say won the Super Bowl because there's been Super Bowls where I don't know what the hell the team's doing and they still win the freaking game. Don't ask me again. It's just getting to that game. Something carried them to it. It doesn't, I don't care how the hell you do it, but again, the Lions, they go for it. So, again, that's what I got to say about them. Again, you got to respect what they do there. Obviously, it's not always the most sustainable approach, but that's what they do, and you got to be good with that. Jets, 29 maybe. I might have to move them up after this, but yeah, they'll go at 29. The Jets are just a bad team, guys. Their defense is giving up. Their offense sucks. Again, maybe they look a little better against the, what is it called, Browns defense, which is kind of crazy, but yeah, it's not going to be a Jets fan right now. It's rough. Eagles, they'll go at 14. The Eagles are just a complete freaking mess, guys, right now. They're an unbearable team to watch. Like, holy crap. The Eagles are an embarrassing team. If I was an Eagles fan, I'd be so, scared. I'd be, hitting the panic button, 1,000 times. It's rough in Philly right now. How the hell do you lose to the Cardinals? Don't ask me. We didn't, and we really don't. Ah, shoot, that one time. The last 2 times. Whatever. The Eagles are just, they're a complete mess right now. Bucks. The Bucks, again, that was a bad performance. I'll probably put them in, I don't know, 15. That was an ugly game, but then again, they just gotta beat the Panthers and get in the playoffs. And then after that, I mean, I guess don't worry, but guys, just don't freaking lose the game. All right, Jaguars. I'll put the Jaguars at 13. I'm here good here because they did get their crap together. Again, it was against it was against the worst team in the NFL. But again, they got their crap together. This defense looked a lot more competent this week, which is what they need to be. Because offensively, to be completely honest, guys, Trevor Lawrence just can't do crap under pressure. And this, again, it's putting a lot of pressure on Travis Etienne Jr. to get things going. He was able to this week. Again, it was against the Panthers, but that's what you need from him. You need Christian Kirk back. I'm sorry, this team's not doing anything in the playoffs if they don't get him back. And Calvin Ridley's got to stop freaking running bad routes. It's annoying. And obviously, next is the Panthers. They'll go at 32. Of course, clinched the #1 pick. Again, they don't have it, but yeah, they have the #1 pick, I guess. Kind of. No, not really. They clinched the worst record. And it's been a complete crap show for them. F season. Awful, awful, awful. Falcons, 25. Obviously, David Tepper for the Panthers, too. Of course, dumped his drink on a Jaguars fan. Falcons are 25, though. Again, they got completely blown out. They're a complete, S-H-I-T show, it's rough there. Again, if you're a Falcons fan, I feel bad for you. You actually have a talented team. Chiefs! Alright, I'll put the Chiefs at 7. I'm confident in the Chiefs. I'm good putting them there. But, yeah, it's really because, again, they played a collective effort. They know what type of team they are. Like the Lions, they know. Offensively, yeah. I think they'll find a way to be better in the red zone. But, again, if Mahomes doesn't turn over the football, I mean, maybe one turnover a game is okay. But you see 5-0 when they don't turn over the football, this defense is elite. Let them carry the load. Again, sometimes can't be on the field too much. Offensively, you got to control that clock. If you control the clock, this defense will be fine. So, Chiefs, control the clock, get those field goals, don't screw up, you should be good. Yeah, I mean, don't screw up, it's kind of hard. But still, they'll be at 7. They'll be at number 7, of course. Clinch the AFC, still rocking at 3 seed. They're probably still gonna host the AFC Championship somehow or some way. I wouldn't put it though that they'll actually not get they'll somehow get through the playoffs without playing a road game, because that's just not, at least this year, bro. It's 3 seed. I don't think that's ever. I wonder what. Yeah, I don't think a 3 seed's. Yeah, that's never happened, because a 3 seed's never ever been able to host 2 playoff games. Yeah, that's just not happening. So 3 playoff games. Maybe just maybe the Dolphins or Bills get completely like just blown over in the first round or something. But that's probably their best shot, because there's no way they're probably gonna have to go to they definitely have to go to Miami or Buffalo, I guess, in the second round. But until then, obviously they're locked in 3 seed. No one get hurt this week, and they should be fine. All right, Dolphins. The Dolphins will go at 8 again. They're just super banged up, and they got completely BITCH against the what is it called? Ravens, and yeah, that kind of tells you what team they are. They're not completely pretenders. Of course, they lost Bradley Chubb, who has been unbelievable the past couple of weeks, and yeah, this team is in rough shape. But they still could, again, in worst case, get the 6th seed. But yeah, this is a rough build. That's probably the worst case scenario for the Dolphins. But then again, just beat the Bills, I guess. It's rough right there for them. But again, ugly situation. Packers. Packers will go at 11. I'll probably bump some of these teams down now that I think about it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, yeah, but with the Packers, they're going to go at, or not the Packers, yeah, they'll go to 11. The Packers played really freaking well. I'm actually going to move these teams down now that I think about it. I'll probably put the Packers right here at 15. Again, I can't completely trust the Packers right now, but then again, like, the Packers are a pretty good team. So, yeah, they'll go there. Again, completely mauled the Vikings at home. And again, statement win on the road. Of course, they've done that the past 3 years against the Vikings in Week 17 or Week 16. No, actually Week 17 the past 3 years. Again, just don't choke against the Packers at Lambeau like last year. You should be fine. But again, first year for Jordan Love, it's gone better than expected. Again, not the season, not what you expected considering how they started the season. Colts, 11. Here's why they're 11, guys. They have one of the most like terrifying running games. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like a running game you do not want to have to stop. Gardner Minshew, he's not going to make too many mistakes in this defense when they're playing well. It's a group that's hard to move the football on without, again, committing a turnover here and there. So, Colts are a very tough team to, again, just play clean football against. Again, with that in mind, though, again, they're just, the ceiling's not as high. But then again, they played really well last week against the Raiders. Collective win. Yeah, you might say, man, why are they at 11? Well, let's be honest, guys. There's not many teams that are that consistent. And as long as they don't have to play on the road, again, they're playing at home against the Texans. These are like 11, 12. Very tough teams you don't want to play. Steelers at 9. They're playing better football than any other team. Again, the past 2 weeks, then honestly, you could argue in the whole league outside of the Ravens. The Steelers are playing great football right now. Again, they got to have that running game going, and they're going to need some help. Again, they need the Bills to lose realistically to make the playoffs. So, if you're a Steelers fan, again, it's an uphill battle. You clinch that what is called winning record. It's been overall, again, frustrating season, but the way you played the past 2 weeks should be encouraging for next year, Mason Rudolph or not. And with that, that's all I got for the NFL Week 18 Power Rankings. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. No video Thursday or Friday. The what is called Week 18 NFL season finale doubleheader preview, again, on Saturday. Will come out at probably 2 o'clock. We'll see about that. But, again, no video Thursday or Friday. So, again, if you're thinking anything's going on, no football. So, again, I don't know. Enjoy your basketball. I doubt anyone here watches basketball. We'll see, though. That is all I got for you guys here. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, NFL Week 18 Power Rankings. And until Saturday, I guess have a good rest of your week.
Colts playing their ultra-prevent defense on 4th and 20. Mills buying some time, fires towards the end zone, and it is caught. Oh, my word. Improbable. Akins.
It went right through his hands. I thought it was an interception.
Rodney Thomas had a chance, but instead it's